Hi, professors. This is Mary Ellen Elizabeth Hart, and I am just trying to learn how to use YouTube to record a video. So I apologize for the rough nature of this, but I wanted to submit the 6 weeks assignment to the best of my ability. And so I'm recording at the same time. It's going to be a very draft type of video, and I apologize, but I ask um, if there's future videos that I will have a better opportunity to have them be a little more impressive than today's. I am recording now the presentation, which is describing the 4 dimensions of instructional leadership. And this is going to be a short little talk that introduces the trademark um, production of 4 dimensions of instructional leadership as summarized by the University of Washington College of Education Center for Educational Leadership. This researcher found that the 4 dimensions of instructional leadership, with very little effort, I found the website following the directions on the assignment, and I discovered it was a trademark body of knowledge. So I'm mentioning the trademark here for anyone who sees this video, that you know that anything I say is trademark. The purpose of EDD724 instructional leadership is to cultivate the paradigm shift in philosophical and pragmatic applied teaching and learning with the goal of creating learning ecosystems that more effectively measure, engage, motivate, scaffold, and communicate the vision, mission, and benchmark goals for meta-modern literacy-based eco-sensitive instruction. The main premise of 4 dimensions of instructional leadership is that of defining instructional leadership impact, which inspires educational environments that effectively prepares learners for lifelong learning, employment, and intelligent citizenship that mirrors their ambient or most influential surroundings of society. The United States of America Constitution provides for free compulsory education and meta-modern improvement of instructional practices to reflect its hierarchical, egalitarian, democratic society and promote its learning ecosystems to significantly compete with international transformation of the earth into a more salient, eco-sensitive, sustainable, and humane biosphere. The 4 dimensions of instructional leadership clarify their profound influence of instructional leadership and establishment of a clear vision, mission, servant leadership, culture of managing talent, securing resources, spearheading professional growth opportunities to bring about meta-modern technology based on metacognitive, reflective, eco-sensitive, global, personalized, culturally expressive instructional practices to ensure a universal design for learning from Harvard, David Rose, 2015, objective engaging students' cultural capital every day based on core standards, based on learning objectives that are presented using multiple types of media to appeal to diverse learners and different types of intelligence by Gerald Garner, 1983, and provide a variety of assessments for student selection to overcome barriers and social economic status limitations. The purpose is to develop visions and missions that will be able to achieve the goals as established by the universal design for learning. The first method would be for vision mission is to share the vision of effective instruction, such as the State Board of Education dictates the vision mission, content areas, standards that drive the instruction. The educators unpack the standards as core learning targets for every lesson plan, and they begin with the end in mind. They look at the content standards and develop a lesson plan and learning goals. Those learning goals will then have activities to help students understand, develop, go through schema, and understand and incorporate and apply their learning. The learning focused culture is one where measurable goals are set by the vision, mission, and standards inspired by the learning ecosystem of the school or the district or the state to synergize efforts to achieve really high achievement levels and good results. The second portion of the four dimensions of instructional leadership is the improvement of instructional practices. The shared vision of effective instruction, the observation analysis of evidence-based learning, allows feedback and driven observation and analysis of the teacher and how the teacher has instructional practices, and it allows the shared vision to be translated into observation and analysis with feedback, and gives teachers support for growth and improvement of instructional practices so the students will have higher achievement levels. The third portion is allocation of resources. Education has to be paid for, and that it's very strategic as far as how the marshaling of those resources is accomplished. And it deals primarily with financial support to schools, constitutionally structured, which is the responsibility of the congressional legislators and leadership at the uh, Supreme Court and the justices who provide the articulation of the decision support system, the DSS, spatial allocations of the economics of the finances that are distributed. They allow the use multi-criteria decision making, MCDM, which is the most critically important applied tool presently used to approach equitable allocation of all the resources. And the funding is necessary, and it is provided by local homeowners who pay property taxes. And then there's also some sales tax income that comes into schools. The deploying of the resources is very strategic, as I said, by established by Congress and legislators and our judges of the state. The sources of funding can also be from federal Common Core, which is very specific in how that grant money is administered, and takes a lot of effort to record very carefully the DSS and the MCDM to justify the expenditures for Common Core, and same with any grants or other nonprofit support of education in the state of Colorado. The fourth and final area is the management of systems and processes, such as talent management, professional growth, and structures of support. These are very important areas that are based on continuous cycles of assessment and looking at the effectiveness of instructional practice for each and every teacher. And since it's the mission of a school to provide an environment of fellowship, resources, and learning mentors, it's really important to have this management of systems and processes of talent, professional growth, and structures to help affect that the goals of the vision and mission are actually accomplished. So the year-long metrics of student achievement are used to assess the effect of instructional design and instructional delivery. And these comprehensive guiding principles of Colorado State Department of Education, the Board of Directors, vision, mission, and standards, they actually prepare the hearts and minds of educators for a very vigorous year each year. The students' learning outcomes all come from the top and trickle down to each individual student individually as they have individualized instructions from their teacher. This instructional leader described how data collection strategies, statistical analysis of student achievement provided visual evidence of the needs, strengths that led to data decisions and improved instructional and measurements of organizational outcomes. This plan invoked introspection, professional demeanor, behavioral applications to achieve personal dissertation goals, respond to challenges through the support network, accomplish greater good, where the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. This summative assignment described how instructional leadership data collection based on student achievement was used to make data-driven decisions to improve curriculum and instruction, improve measures of learning outcomes, provide intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, propose enhanced achievement of Colorado state standards based on the very important four instructional design by the University of Washington. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this video accomplishes the task. Thank you for your patience with me this semester and all my challenges with um, technology that I have. I love University of Phoenix and I love this opportunity to do a video recording and get my identity straight. And I hope to have future conversations with you and maybe make future videos and make a little progress in my mastering the technology that I'm using from the library to try to complete a doctorate, land a good job, and transform my life with the power of education. Thank you. God bless you guys.